Hello, hello, welcome to day 7. We are at the end of week 1. We have to, applaud ourselves. It's not been an easy week. I can tell you this for sure. Now, I'm starting this. This is my first time doing this. And I told you that I'm laying with you. It is new for me too. It's not like as if the income stream, multiple income streams that I get that I've always had, but it's something that I've never really taught. I've never really studied it to the in-depth. So as I read and understand, I come to explain to everybody. And I can tell you this for sure. It has been a tasking week. Now, one of the errors I made during this challenge was not being able to pre-record my videos ahead of time. Now, because I did not do this, I was delayed. My videos posting was slower. I was posting the 4 videos on the 5 videos on the 6, because I had not pre-recorded them. So I would decide to maybe on day 1, I was recording the 1 video on day 1, and by the time I'm done recording, it will take me the whole day to edit. When I'm posting in the early hours of day 2, and the stress started to compound. Before you know, the headache came. Like, I've been having a headache constantly for the past 3 days that have not stopped. But anyway, we move. We are learning, because what is life if we don't learn every day? So, if I come to day 7, our topic is branding you. Brand you. All right? You are the brand. You are the brand people buy. All right, people buy confidence, not colors. People can come and see, oh, she looks pretty, she wore a nice clothes, but they buy confidence. It's about you. All right, your brand. When your brand has a story, you have to have a brand story, because having that brand story creates authenticity and consistency. You have a reason why you started, right? So you have to have a brand story. It's not just about waking up and starting something. I remember in day 1 or day 2, I talked about how I started a couple of businesses that I am doing. Okay. Now, I was someone who my father had always drummed entrepreneurship into me and my siblings when we were younger. But I wasn't really into it. I thought, okay, I was going to be a career woman. I was going to work in an office, finish school. I already timed myself. Finish school at this age, start working at this age, marry at this age, finish having children at this age. That was how it was for me. But by the end of my university, I started to realize that I wanted something different. There were ideas in me that I felt like if I continued to sit down on it was biting me in the ass. And that was how I started a lot of things that I started. So why am I starting this challenge? I'm someone who loves to be active. I'm very active. If you go to my Instagram page, you see me in 2018, 2019, 2020. By 2020, I had my first child, and that was where the weight gain started. People used to tell me that I was too big for my age, only for me to realize that you cannot always live on people's opinion. Okay, but I was always an active person. Then the weight gain started after I had my first child in 2020, and that was where it began. I had my first child. I continued, I was struggling on and off. I now realized that I needed a constant motivation, and I couldn't be the only one feeling the way I was feeling. I paid for gym classes. I paid for personal trainer. I was taking my protein shake. I was monitoring my food intake, monitoring my diet. I was doing everything, but there was no consistency. I kept going on and off. I would do it for the space of 3 months. After 2 months, I no go keep up again. So it kept on going on and off that way. Then I had my second child last year, and that was the beginning of it. I have never been this large. It wasn't just about feeling big. It was about being heavy. During the pregnancy, I understood I was pregnant, and he was quite a big baby. But after the pregnancy, the weight gain, I started to snore. I started to feel climbing this staircase became a chore. Everything, to even stand up from chair. Me, normally I'm very active. To stand up from chair and go and pick something, I go think calm. And I told myself that I cannot continue like this. I can't continue to do this. So I have to start something and follow through. So I thought, okay, let me open a page. And not only that, I'm someone I have strong opinions about a lot of things I see in my environment. But most times your strong opinions, people don't really want to hear them. Yes, people are already set in their ways. And I said, okay, it's my immediate environment will hear me and the world will hear me. So I said, let me start a page. Let me start a business page on Instagram where I can talk about my workouts, be accountable. I decided to be accountable to myself for something. I cannot come online and say, oh, I want to do this within the next 21 days and people are watching me and I'm not able to keep up. How can me that want to motivate someone cannot even, so I decided to be accountable to everybody in my environment. And that's how I started. I started my page. I started with a 21-day challenge workout. I started from there. I finished that. I now decided to start a 44-week challenge. So I'm still in my 44-week challenge. And so far, so good. I'm stronger than when I started. I've not lost so much weight, but I am stronger. I can walk up the stairs without breathing. I can walk faster. I can walk up the stairs without panting. I can walk up the stairs without panting. I can move around my house. I can comfortably carry my baby. I sleep better. The snoring has disappeared. A lot of things have become much more easier. And that was how I came about this. So I'm still going on my 44 weeks challenge. I said, okay, this month of November, I wanted to start a multiple income stream. I've been thinking about this and I'm like, okay, let me just start it this month. And here we are. All right. So this is what my brand is about. My brand is all about motivating, inspiring, and pushing myself and other women to become a better version of themselves. You have to be. So that is, I'm someone who believes in sisterhood because I have seen the power of women being together. When women align, when women are together, we're unstoppable. So I've seen the energy, I've seen how it works, and I feel like I can't keep this quiet. I can't just enjoy this alone. I have to share this with other women out there. So this is my brand. It's not been easy. You understand? It's not been easy. It's not easy to carry about my body. But it's the confidence. I am stronger than when I started. I started this in June. This is November. I am stronger. Like, I can tell you for sure. It's not been easy. There are days I wake up in the morning and I don't feel like doing anything. But what is life if I don't wake up and actually, get it moving? So that is it. You have to have your brand story. Your brand story creates authenticity and consistency. Because I have this story that I have told myself that this is why I am doing this. I have no choice than to wake up every morning and do it. Yes. I have no choice. So that is what branding you means. So after you have had your idea, your mindset is clear, you had a mindset reset, you had clarity, you have your target audience, you have to have a brand story. So what you should do is write out your who I am and why I want to help people statements. Just like I told you, you already know who I am and this is why I want to help people. Because I'm trying to create a better version of myself and I have seen the strength of sisterhood. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. So you have to be ready to tell yourself these truths, okay? Create your brand statement. By the end of week 1, you should have clarity, mindset resets, your niche, and your brand story. That is what you should have achieved at the end of week 1. So if you are starting from here, go back home. They are like 6 days ahead. All right. They are like 6 days ahead. Go through it. I'm always available. I'm in the comment section. You can go to my Instagram at lookingglass.hq. You can come in my DMs and ask me questions if you want to get more personal. All right. I'm always here to attend to everybody. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a nice weekend. Thank God it's Friday.